Hi, and it is a huge honor to share this class today. A full backbend class with the Vishok Jyotir meditation. Backbends, they open this part of the body, the chest, collarbones area. And obviously our modern lives, being on the phone a lot, computer or driving, make us to contract this area. So physically we're gonna open up. Energetically, backbends, they open the nadis in this area. Nadis are the energetic channels. When this area energetic channels are more open, prana, energy, can actually go there, which is the area of our heart. Today we're meditating on the heart with the meditation called Vishok Jyotir. The light in the heart that no sorrow can enter. That's what it means. Vishok Jyotir, the light in the heart that no sorrow, no pain can enter. The light that reminds us of our true essence, the parts of ourselves that is infinite, eternal, and always luminous. The lineage of yoga that I have learned most of my teachings says that in the heart center, that divinity and the individual soul, they meet. So it's in our heart that we can remember the divinity within ourselves. So this is going to be a super yummy class. And to help us in this process, there is a beautiful mantra, Om Jyotir Atma, which we will chant in certain postures. I'll let you know which postures they are. And the mantra sound, Om Jyotir Atma. So sit tall and close your eyes. Let's chant now the mantra 3 times together so we can memorize it and feel it. And then we're going to bring it throughout the class. It's like this, Om Jyotir Atma. So let's chant together. Take a full breath out. Inhale to chant. Om Jyotir Atma. Again. Om Jyotir Atma. Om Jyotir Atma. Om, the primordial sacred sound, or Om, the sound of universal connection. Jyotir, the luminous light, and Atma, the soul. Om Jyoti Atma, the connection to the light in my soul. Let's begin in our backs. So please lie down on your back body with your head to the front of your mat and your feet to the back, and come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or recline butterfly position. The soles of the feet touch, the knees open, drop to the side. Today bring one hand on the heart center, one hand on the belly. Relax the shoulders down. Length through the back of your neck. Close your eyes. This is already a back bend, a little one. And back bends, they encourage a specific breath known as pure breathing, which the inhale is in the chest and the exhale is in the belly area. So as we hold this position here for about a minute, practice the breath that will support us through the entire class. Through the nose, take a full breath out. Inhale into the chest and feel the chest expanding, like the collarbones lift. And when you breathe out, firm the belly muscles, navel to the spine. Inhale, the chest expand, collarbones lift. And breathe out, the belly muscles engage. Contract the abdominal wall. Keep the belly engaged. Inhale is in the chest. Slow, smooth. And the exhale is in the belly. Continue. The goal is with each breath, especially the inhalation penetrating the chest area, that we bring more of this illuminating light. And relax your breath. Straighten the legs on the floor for a moment. Relax your arms down. Relax your breathing. And keep your eyes closed for a moment. And remember that every time we have a moment of a rest or a pause, to keep this awareness internally. To remember that everything is already within. And please bend your knees, prepare for dynamic bridge posture. This is going to be a great warm-up back bend for the rest of the class. With your feet flat on the floor, release your hands next to your hips and turn your palms facing downwards. Touch your fingertips at the backs of the heels and make sure your knees and your toes are pointing straight to the back of your mat. On the next inhale, come into bridge posture as you lift the hips high and simultaneously sweep the arms over the head, all the way until the backs of the hands touch the floor. Firm your feet on the floor and firm your legs. Then when you breathe out, lower the hips down and lower the arms. Control the body and the breath together. Repeat. Inhale, come up, press your feet down. Lift the hips high, sweep the arms. And keep breathing in until the backs of the hands touch the floor behind you. Breathe out, lower the arms, lower the hips. Go again, couple more rounds. Inhale, come up, breathe into the chest. Now when you lower down and breathe out, we chant the mantra together. So lower down and chant. Om Jyotir Atma. Go again, inhale. Lift the hips, sweep the arms. Breathing smoothly into the chest. And then chant. Om Jyotir Atma. One more time. Breathe in. Chant from your heart, not from the head. Om Jyotir Atma. And keep your arms down. Lift the hips, come into original static bridge. Interlace your fingers underneath the body and straighten your arms, straighten your elbows. Firmly press your arms on the floor and lift your chest up. Be mindful that your legs are engaged. So back bends require that the legs are strong, so we're not collapsing on the lower back. So now take this posture as a great warm-up where you firm your thighs. Lift the chest up, close your eyes, and now your breath will take you into a deeper experience. The inhale, the inner collarbones expand, grow, and the breath out, firm the belly muscles, which will keep your lower back safe and protected. Repeat. Inhale to expand the chest. And the exhale to firm the belly and protect the lower back. Couple more breaths. When you breathe out again, release the hands down, lower the hips, pause for a moment. And remember the intention of the class today. To access light in the heart, to remember the light in the heart, that no sorrow can enter. The light that is eternal. Then bring your knees into the chest and bring your hands next to your hips with your palms facing downwards. Prepare for dynamic Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. So your body look kind of like a L shape. When you breathe in, extend your legs up and reach the arms over the head, lengthen the spine, flex your feet. Legs are straight and the backs of the hands touch the floor. Then breathe out, lower everything down, your hands and your feet. Now coordinate your breath. Inhale smoothly, go slow. Keep breathing in until you finish the posture. Chin a little bit into your throat. Breathe out, lower down. Hands gonna touch the floor. Bend the knees and bring your knees to your chest. Again, inhale 5 counts. 2, come up. 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 4. 2, 3, 4. Now breathe out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Exhale remains 4. 2, lower down. 3, 4. Again, inhale for 7 and count yourself. Smooth inhalation, don't rush. If 7 is too much, do 6. And breath out is 4, like natural. Now do one more time. And if you can, inhale for 8. If you breathe in too fast at the beginning, most likely it's going to be hard to reach to 8. So you need to start to fill it up with the tank slowly. And breathe out, release down. Then come into the posture again and hold the posture with your legs extended, arms extended, chin into the throat. And just for about a couple rounds, smooth out your inhalation on a pace that feels no straining, and that gradually you are expanding up to 6 to 8 counts when you breathe in. And the breath out is natural. Firm your belly muscles. Couple more rounds. It is your smooth, deep inhalation that will begin to bring more and more space and energy around the chest area, creating more openness and bringing more prana. When you breathe out again, bend your knees. Now give your knees a gentle hugging, close your eyes and relax. Rest your mind in your heart center. Then roll over to one side and come onto hands and knees on a tabletop position. Organize your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. When you breathe out again, sit in child's pose. Release your lower back, hips to the heels. Bow the head to the floor. Gracefully inhale, come up, tabletop position. Shoulders on top of the hands. Tuck the toes. Breathe out, push your hands on the floor and lift the hips high in downward dog. For now, keep the knees slightly bent. Then repeat. Inhale, drop the knees. Inhale is in the chest, open the heart area, but look down. Breathe out, sit in child's pose. Soften the lower back. Bow the head to the floor. Inhale, tabletop position. Look down. Tuck the toes, breathe out, downward dog. Again, inhale is in the chest, drop the knees. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. Firm the belly every time you breathe out. Inhale, tabletop. And now as you come up to downward facing dog, staying in downward facing dog. Push the hands on the floor, hips high. Draw the chin a little bit into the throat. Close your eyes. Chin into the throat allows the energy to stay in the heart center. On your next inhale, come into plank pose. Shift your shoulders forward. Come on your tippy toes, a strong body. Look down. And breathe out, bend your elbows and slowly lower the body down to the floor. Pause in here. And we're going to do this variation of Shalabhasana. Super important to get some lower back strength before we go into bigger back bends. Untuck the toes. Reach your arms forwards, chin into the throat. And when you inhale again, come into a Shalabhasana as you lift your legs and your arms off the floor. As you breathe out, bend your elbows towards like a cactus arms and look down. Inhale, extend the arms, look down. Exhale, bend your elbows and squeeze the backs of your shoulders towards each other. Again, inhale, reach the arms forwards, hands facing each other, look down. Breathe out, bend your elbows, lift the chest and go a little high into the back bend. One more, inhale, reach the arms forwards, look down. Breathe out, bend the elbows, open the chest. Now stay here with the arms in cactus, take a couple breaths. Now focus as you are back bending. You lift your upper back and then lengthen the back of your neck as you look slightly to the floor. Inhale lifts the chest and exhale, firm the belly. Then stay like this. Just release the hands next to the shoulders, underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes and carefully press back to downward facing dog to re-lengthen your lower back. Lift the hips as high as you can. Take a deep breath in here. And drop your knees on the floor. Knees a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Sit back in child's pose. Stretch the arms forwards and walk the arms over to the right side. Hands shoulder width apart. Chin into the throat, relax your head. And now breathe into the left side of your body, like left rib cage and lungs. As you draw the left hip back, use your breath to find the space on the lateral side of the body. Use the breath to find internal space. It's like with your breath, light is penetrating through the left rib cage. Then slowly come back to center. And take your time to change sides as you walk your arms to the left side. Hands shoulder width apart. Draw the right hip back. Lateral postures, they are supportive for back bends. So the more open the side bodies are, the more healthy our back bends are. Couple breaths in here. And then make your way back to center again. The next inhale, come into tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push your hands on the floor. And very gracefully walk your feet forward in between the hands. Feet is hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Come on your fingertips. Look down. Breathe out, forward fold. Bow the head. Stay on the forward fold with your knees slightly bent. Then bring your hands on your lower back and interlace your fingers behind your back. If your shoulders are okay, straighten your arms. Completely relax the head. And the palms of the hands touch together. Now use your breath to dissolve physical tightness. When we have control of the breath and more mastery over breathing, prana dissolve physical and even mental stagnation. Breathe through. And the next inhale, flat back, come up to stand all the way up. And when you breathe out, release your hands in Tadasana, mountain pose. Relax the breath. Now we begin to use back bends to access more and more all this beauty around the chest area. We're going to add a breath retention, which is Kumbhaka, in Warrior One. So step your left foot back and come into Warrior One, where your right knee bend, more or less a 90 degrees angle. Start with your arms forwards, palms together touching. And then to begin the dynamic part, straighten the front knee now. Then take a smooth inhale, bend the front knee and open your arms wide. Bend your elbows back, open the chest and look forward. Then breathe out and come out of the posture. Straight the front leg, palms touch. Now go again very slowly. Inhale, bend the knee. Keep breathing in smooth. Then hold the posture and hold your breath in, Kumbhaka. Keep your heart lifted. And breathe out, come out of the pose. Inhale, more or less 6 counts. Lift your upper back. Then hold your breath in, more or less 2 counts. And breathe out. Again. When you hold your breath in, offer your mind to your heart. And breathe out. One more time. Nice. Then today the variation of Warrior One, you're going to bend the knee again, interlace your hands behind your body, open the chest, shoulders back, look forward. And then if your shoulders are open and you're okay with this, turn your palms facing backwards, like an external rotation through the arms. Keep your chest open, look forward. Firm your legs. And remember, your legs have an important part by supporting your lower body, so your upper body can lengthen, and then the upper back can bend a little bit. Then look forward. Deep breath. Inhale smooth. Hold for a couple seconds and breathe out. So here is the thing. A lot of us collapse onto the lower back, which is not good. So keep your lower back lifted, belly firm, and you're bending from your middle and upper spine. Nice. The next inhale is straighten the front leg. Exhale, release your hands. Pivot your back left foot a little bit more open and walk your right heel in line with your left arch. This is preparation for triangle posture. Lift your arms parallel to the floor. Lean over to the right. Find the space on the side body. And then release your right hand on the right shin or to the floor, or you can even use a block underneath the right hand. Draw the tailbone down, open the chest, and then keep the left arm extending up to the ceiling. If your left shoulder is more open, you can reach the left arm over the head, all the way, left palm facing down, and turn the chest up to the ceiling. Look where your neck feels okay, no pain in the neck. Now focus again to bringing your breath to open the side body, the whole left side. Then reach your left arm up. Inhale, come up to stand. Look to the front. Exhale, release your hands. And then you step at the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Pause for a moment. And just take a note of how now you feel asymmetrical. So one leg and one side of the body feels different. Most like you feel the right leg more energized and the left side of the torso. And with the heart vibrant. Other side. Step your right foot back. Bend your left knee. Square the hips to the front of your mat. And to begin the position, start with your palms forward, touching. And then straighten the front leg. When you inhale again, bend the left knee and open the arms wide. Squeeze the backs of your shoulders together and open your beautiful heart. And breathe out, gracefully come out of the posture. Repeat that. Inhale, bend the knee. Open the arms. Now on the top of your breath in, hold your breath in. Stay calm and breathe out. Stay calm because things are going to get a little bit more elevated. Inhale slow with a sense of elegance. Hold the breath in and feel your heart shining. And then breathe out. 2 more times. The goal is to actually now offer the mind to the heart. Offer the intellect to the intelligence. And breathe out. Do one more time. And then release your hands down. It's most likely here already you feel your heart getting more sparkled. Hold the warrior one. Bend the left knee, interlace the fingers behind your back, and then if you can, turn your palms backwards, like you externally rotate the arms. Look forward. Get strong and grounded in your legs. Lift your lower back with your belly firm. And now as you take your breaths, you feel your middle and upper spine lengthening and slightly bending. Smooth inhale. And on the top of the inhale, you hold the breath in just briefly and then breathe out. Beautiful. The next inhale is straighten your front leg. Breathe out, release your hands down. Things feels like opening and this area actually gets very luminous. Open your right foot a little bit more further back or open your right foot out and walk your left foot in line with the right arch. If you have, sorry, I forgot to say on the other leg, if you have this straight front leg here, any strain on the knee, you can gently bend the knee. That's healthy. Arms parallel to the shoulders. Lean to the left. And release your left hand down the shin or floor. Open the chest. And look where your neck feels happy. If you're stable and your right shoulder is healthy, no injuries on the right shoulder, then reach the right arm over the head, palm facing down. And breathe the space on the right side of the body. And look down to the floor, reach your right arm up. And inhale, come back up to stand. And when you breathe out, release the arms down. Stand at the front of your mat. Pause and readjust. There is a certain elevation and illumination that happens with this class, which is we feel a little bit more uplifted. It's really good for those days when things are a little bit dark or cold, so we warm up. To continue with this process, couple rounds of lunge salute. Feet hip distance apart, release your hands down, open the chest and look forward. Breathe out to begin. Inhale, raise the arms above the head, lengthen the spine, lengthen your tailbone down. It's a gentle back bend. Breathe out and forward fold, place your hands on the floor. Step your left foot back and drop your left knee down. Inhale and raise the arms up over the head. Come into a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Again, firm your belly and lift the middle and upper spine. When you breathe out, bring the hands to the floor. Step your left foot forward again and interlace your hands behind your back like we did before. Relax the head. Then touch the hands on the hips. Inhale, flat back, come up. Halfway when you're coming up, reach the arms over the head. Again, a gentle back bend, firm your legs. And breathe out to bring the hands like a prayer position through the heart center. Pause in your heart for a moment. Catch your breath. And release the hands down. Other side. Inhale, raise the arms up. Firm your legs. Lift your middle and upper spine. Lengthen the back of your neck. Breathe out and forward fold. Place your hands on the floor. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. Breathe out, hands to the floor. Tuck your right toes and then step your right foot forward. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Relax your head. So it's the same exhale. Hands on the hips. Inhale, come up. When you're almost standing up, reach the arms over the head. Lengthen the spine. And breathe out, hands through prayer. Anjali Mudra. And release. So we're going to continue. Control your breath. Inhale, raise the arms up. Lengthen the tailbone down. Back bend. Gently. Breathe out, forward fold. Step your left foot back and drop the knee. Keep breathing out. Inhale, arms up. Open the chest. Breathe out, hands down. Step your left foot forward. Keep breathing out and interlace your fingers behind your back. Hands on the hips. Inhale to come up. And breathe out, come back to your center. Remember the heart, the eternal intelligence. Other side. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Breathe out and fold. Right foot back. Drop the knee. Inhale, back bend. Lift the arms. Breathe out, hands down. Step forward. Interlace your fingers. Bow the head. Hands on the hips. Inhale, come up. All the way. And breathe out, come back to your center. Pause in here. Close your eyes. Om Jyotir Atma, the light of my soul, the eternal in me, the part of me that is capable to keep shining even through the rainy days. Now let's chant the mantra with every exhalation. So same flow that we were doing before the salute. Every breath out, we put the mantra. Starting here, take an exhale. Inhale, raise the arms up. Forward fold and chant. Om Jyotir Atma. Left leg back. Inhale, back bend. Om Jyotir Atma. Hands on the hips. Inhale, come up. Arms over the head, lengthen the spine. Hands on the heart and chant. Om Jyotir Atma. Nice. Let's flow on the other side. Breathing. And chant from the heart. Om Jyotir Atma. Right leg is back. Breathing. Om Jyotir Atma. Hands on the hips. Inhale, come up. Arms over the head. Om Jyotir Atma. Catch your breath. Take a moment to check in with yourself. Notice if you are feeling this little bubbly energy. Almost like you feel that your whole being is glowing. Bring your hands under your glutes behind your legs. Gentle bend on the knees. Inhale, open the chest. Breathe out and forward fold. Slide the hands down all the way to the backs of your legs or calves. Then today, stand on your hands. Bring the palms of your hands underneath the soles of your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look down. Breathe out to bend the elbows and fold forward. Relax the head. Parahastasana, standing on the hands. And you just take a couple belly breaths. Then release the hands from underneath the feet. Step your feet back into plank posture. Shift your body weights forward. And carefully lower all the way down to the floor. From here, touch your forearms on the floor. And come into a Sphinx posture, which is a gentle, often restorative back bend. And then today, make your left forearm parallel to the front of your mat. Then bend your right knee and grab onto the outside of your right foot or ankle and bring your right heel towards your butt. Press it in and then press your left forearm on the floor and lift the chest. You will feel a juicy quads stretch and hip flexor on the right side. Keep your chest up, press your left forearm down. Opening the quads and hips are really important for bigger back bends, which we're going in a moment. Make sure your right heel is not collapsing on the outside of your right hip, but rather the right heel is closer to the middle of your butt. Couple more breaths. Nice. Carefully release the right leg. Bring your arms into Sphinx posture again. Both arms are parallel to each other. And then from here, now you bend your right arm parallel to the front of your mat. And then bend your left knee and grab to the outside of your left foot. And bring your left heel towards your butt. And then press your right forearm on the floor. And simultaneously bring the left heel to the butt. If you feel like you are collapsing on your lower back or there is any pain on your lower back, then you slightly press your pubic bone to the floor and see if you can lengthen the lower back. Chest up, look forward. Breathe. Half frog posture. That's this pose. Carefully release. Bring your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, and press back to downward facing dog again to lift the hips high. And now really lift your hip creases back and up. So like if you look to your hips
So chin into the throat, look to your hips, and then lift the hips back and up. This is going to create a lot of length on your lower back, which is really good after back bends. Then drop your knees on the floor and come up to a high kneeling. If your knees are a little bit sensitive, then use a blanket underneath the knees. Otherwise, just like that, it's okay. Your knees are hip distance apart, arms forward. Lean back, like your body look like a Z shape. So you're not sitting back, you're leaning back. Arms parallel, look forward. 30 seconds Kapalabhati. Keep pumping your belly in and out. And as you breathe out, there is a forceful exhalation. Take an inhale, come up. Breathe out, sit back on your heels, release your arms. You can sit in cross-legged if you need to. Close your eyes. And notice the whole front body feels very open, very enlivened. The next two big back bends we're doing, they are to bring all this open energy to the heart center. So energy gonna move inwards. Camel's posture to begin. So come up to a high kneeling position again, and you can use a blanket under the knees. Camel's pose, bring your hands on your lower back like a jeans pocket, like you're trying to put your hands on your jeans. Move your hips a little bit forward and now firm your legs, your thighs need to be engaged, but don't overly squeeze your butt. It's a medium butt engagement. Open the chest, and rather than drop your head back, look to the corners of your room. So the back of your neck remains super elegantly long. If it's appropriate, you can bring your hands on the inside of your heels and go into camel's posture or Ustrasana. Open the chest. It's okay to keep your hands on the lower back. So whatever you are doing now, hold the pose. Take a full breath out. Firm your belly. When you're breathing, open the chest. And then hold your breath in for 2 to 4 seconds. And then breathe out. Couple more rounds. When you hold your breath in, feel the illumination of your heart area. Carefully bring your hands on your lower back again, and as you inhale, come back up with a vertical, straight spine. Breathe out, sit back on a comfortable way to you. Pause in here. Close your eyes. You can even bring one hand on the heart, one on the belly. And remember that connection in the heart area. To remember the light and divinity. After that back bend might be easier. All this beauty is inside you. Come, turn around and lie down on your back. Wheel posture or Urdhva Dhanurasana. So we have one more big back bend, and then we're going to release and take care of the lower back. So bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and pause in here. Find groundness, no rushing. Urdhva Dhanurasana is a very activating posture. So if you feel too activated, or if you already have today 3 cups of coffee, maybe avoid this posture. And you can do bridge posture instead. We all begin in bridge. Arms down, lift the hips up, and you can actually stay here like we did at the beginning of the class and interlace your fingers underneath the body. Hold it here from some nice, yummy breaths. Or bring the hands behind your shoulders and face your fingers towards your shoulders. elbows towards each other. First, go on the crown of the head. Readjust your elbows towards each other. Press your feet on the floor and then straighten your arms, open the chest, and come into wheel posture. Make sure your knees are not displaying wide apart, but the inside of your feet is pressing to the floor. Arms are active. Eyes are still. Breathe. Carefully release back down on your head as you bend your elbows. Slowly bring the chin in and release the spine carefully to the floor. Please do not hug your knees. Stay as you are with your back body on the floor. Knees bend. Bring one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And offer your thoughts to the eternal light and intelligence in your heart. Bow the intellect to the heart. Beautiful. We are ready to slow down now. So we're going to begin by taking care of the lower back. First, extend your legs up to the ceiling and flex your feet, like we did earlier on, and then reach the arms over the head. This position here is just a counter for the back bend because the back bend can be quite intense. Here's going to re-lengthen the spine. So take some nice breaths. Where the breath in, you feel the spine long, lengthening, and breathe out from the belly. Then bend your knees and I'll give your knees a hug in. Knees side by side, feet side by side. Lengthen the back of your neck. Chin is slightly into the throat. Now take around 7-8 breaths where your belly breathe against your thighs. Now, instead of having chest breathing, feel the inhalation and exhalation in your belly. And as you are, open the arms parallel to the shoulders. We are about to do a twist. So you can drop the knees simply to the left side, which is good enough. If you have a little bit more flexibility or you want to go a little bit deeper, you can cross the right leg on top of the left and then drop the knees to the left side. Make sure your right shoulder at the back is not lifting off the mat. If it's happening, use a pillow or a bolster or something underneath the knees so you feel the backs of your shoulders on the floor. Turn the head to the right. And again, cultivate that calming belly breath, which right now is necessary to reestablish the parasympathetic nervous system. Inhale and come back to center. Uncross the legs if they're crossed. Reset your lower back. Pause. Then other side. You bring the knees into the chest and you can drop like that, or cross the left leg on top of the right and drop the knees to your right side. Turn the head to the left, shoulders down. Twists are really great after the back bend. So if there is anything that has bubble up in the spine, the twist kind of like releases. Both on a physical and on a mental way. Belly breathing. Next inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs. If they're crossed, pause in here. And then roll over to one side and come up to sit. I know you are pretty much ready for Shavasana, but according to Vinyasa Krama, to follow a wise progression, now doing a forward fold is necessary. And a seated forward fold after back bends, it's really good for the mind. So let's do the good old Paschimottanasana. Both legs extend forward and we fold. If your lower back rounds, you can sit on a prop, like it can be a pillow or a blanket. Gentle bend on the knees. If your hammies are very tight, flex your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, forward fold, chest open. Grab onto your feet, or you can also use a strap. Inhale, re-lengthen the spine, shoulders down, look down. Breathe out, bend your elbows and fold, chin into the throat. We did a big work to back bend today, so now avoid rounding the spine. We don't want that. Keep the front of your body, the front of your chest open. Spine is long. And then finally smooth out the breath. Calm belly breaths. Relax the breath. Re-extend your arms next to your ears. Thumbs up. The next inhale, sit up with a straight spine. Breathe out, release the arms down. And notice that after Paschimottanasana, you will feel quite grounded now, which is really important after the big back bends, so we can have a rest in Shavasana. Turn around and find your Shavasana, lying on your back body, and get a good rest. You can relax the legs straight or use a pillow or a bolster underneath the knees. Open the feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Relax your feet like an open book. Rest the arms next to the body, turn your palms facing upwards. Relax the shoulders down to the floor. Relax and close your eyes. Now relax your breath.
As you allow now the breath to relax, feel the backs of your body sinking towards the ground. The back body is relaxing. And feel the fronts of your body, the parts that are facing skyward. Feel the fronts of the body softening. And every breath you relax a little deeper. Om Jyotir Atma. Om Jyotir Atma. Om Jyotir Atma. Slowly begin to deepen your breath and come back to your body. Gently start to move the body. Make your way to roll over to your right side on a fetal position and stay there for a moment, for a couple breaths. Remain internal. And when you're ready, please come up to seat and get ready for meditation. Come to sitting meditation, so use a prop underneath the sitting bones. Cross leg, good enough. Also Siddhasana, right heel on the perineum, left foot at the front, works. And you can sit on a chair as well. So find your comfortable position. Rest your hands on your knees or thighs. All the work we did throughout this class is to come to this meditation, Vishok Jyotir. The light in the heart that no sorrow can enter. Really beautiful meditation that reminds us of this illumination within ourselves. Establish yourself in a seat. That's what asana means. A comfortable seat. Steady. And you slowly begin to welcome physical stillness. As you relax your eyes, gently closed. Keep this sense of the spine being uplifted and straight. And without being forceful, shape your breath. Inhale 6 counts and exhale 6 counts. I'll count you a couple rounds and then you continue on your own. Through the nose, breathe out. Then inhale for 6 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then breathe out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhale for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And breathe out for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Count yourself. Inhale 6 and exhale 6. Now the breath ratio is inhale 6, hold your breath in for 4 counts, and then breathe out for 6. Inhale 6, hold for 4, breathe out for 6. On the top of your inhalation, when you hold the breath in, do not strain the breath and feel the chest lifting when you hold the breath.
Please continue. In 6, hold 4, out 6. When you hold the breath in and lift the chest, offer the mind to the heart center. And you slowly make your breath natural again. Relax of the counting of the breath. Bring your awareness to the center of the heart, not the muscle heart, but the center of the chest, to the spiritual heart. In that area, see, feel, or sense an almond-sized flame, a flame in the center of the heart. When you breathe in, feel the light of this flame expanding and illuminating the entire chest area. When you breathe out, sense the light drawing back into the flame. Inhale, a luminous light expand from the flame and brightens the entire chest area. And when you breathe out, the light goes back to the size of the flame. Please continue. Allow the breath to effortlessly become more silent. Allow the breath to become more still.
And as the breath becomes more still, the mind also will become more silent and quiet. And sense that the light has an intelligence of its own and continue luminous independently of the breath. Bring your awareness towards the center of the flame and sense your awareness merging with the light. Feel that this light consumes you. You become the flame becomes you. Observe that the experience coming out of the light is like a feeling of deep, deep contentment, a deep sense of connection and gratitude. Having all of your desires fulfilled is called Ananda Shakti, your source of self-fulfilling joy, a limitless joy and contentment. Rest in that place. And feel the mantra Om coming out of the light. Om is unfolding from the light. Om. 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 Gradually deepen the breath. Bring the hands on a prayer position in the center of the heart. Bow the head to the heart. Take a moment for yourself, a moment of gratitude, a moment of love. From my heart to yours, have a beautiful day.